Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to our power, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadash. Call Hallelujah, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadash. That's the nation Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is a great name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all our brothers and mothers who should swear in sincerity and in truth, to all that believe in this gospel. Shalom. Brothers are from Camp James, Jamaica, and this lesson, just meditating on the fight against the flesh, and it's active, it's real, and just meditating upon it, and one of the greatest fight is the man in the mirror. Greatest fight is yourself, coming to this truth, So, especially me always hear other brothers and apostles say it as well. When we really remember the Apostle Kabar, speaking about the fight against the man in the mirror. And, we have to basically resist the flesh. You maybe one plan for do a lesson. And it's always easy for the flesh to make you lay down, or maybe just do some idle shit, scroll up on social media, watch a movie, but as soon as you maybe even read or do a lesson, or whatever, that's something that's spiritual. And even like, for example, things are beneficial to even the physical body itself. Like for example, exercising or eating right, right, eating healthy. Everybody don't want that. Is what the body need it, you want it, but some reason, it's like you don't have an urge that much to eat the things that are healthy, like greens and bitters and so forth. And when you come on to sweets and so forth, your body yearns for it. But it's a fight, and it's a constant fight unto death. And while preparing this lesson, this precept here came to mind as well. First Timothy, yeah. 5 and 6, it says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And this even go for us and men as well. If you live after the pleasure, of the flesh, if you live to please the flesh, you're basically dead. Default. As the precept says here in Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 18, start at 30, it says, go not after thy lust, or refrain thyself from thine appetite. So the body will lust after certain things here. Is me? As let me get that precept next, Scripture said the spirit wills thus lust and envy. So we can't always go for appetites, we can't buy a little cake, not saying it's abominable or wrong to eat cake here, but is me? Or sweets in general, but yeah, we eat one and two here and there, but it can't be the case where it's our main diet here because it tastes good. We have to get fruits, we get vegetables, we get basically a balanced diet, and I come out here a bit early, is but can speak freely, or from experience, should I say, coming out of bed, the process sometimes is difficult, but once you come up and get in some exercise or move around, you recognize that you feel more energetic for the day. Versus you lay down in bed till sun come out and roast you, and there you feel even drowsy for your whole idea. So you can see the flesh actually is like it upon a self-destruct. So we have a fight against the flesh here. Is me, and same as how evil fight the flesh lust basically break the laws, and the scripture says the wages of sin is death. So by going against the laws, the flesh shall get destroyed. Nevertheless, it's still a lust after it, But we all, have to put up the fight, zulling, It says, go not after thy lust, or refrain thyself from thine appetites. If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, so if you always give, the flesh what you want, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee. I'm gonna give an example as we deal with diet, my hear Apostle Gabar is well pushing like exercise, basically is a walk, cycling, You know, and other brothers like go gym and do like martial arts and so forth. Something, you know, to keep them going. You know, some brothers jog, you know, whatever it is. You see me, if you don't, if you give in to the flesh, oh, I'm lazy, can't bother. You see me, I sit down and yam, be a junk food all day, you gonna get fat and bluggo. You see me, bluggo is a term used in Jamaica. Right? But yeah, yeah, I mean, it's always a look like a fat worthless man there, or woman, or whatever. You see me, lazy. But the flesh want that, you know, basically going to destroy highly food and sweets, you know, right? It says, take not pleasure in much good cheer, neither be tied to the expense thereof. Yeah. So it's about sacrifice, it's about they call it now, self-control. All right, fighting against the flesh, and it's a constant battle, you know, until we get delivered out of this flesh, the fight continues. So this is James 4, the main point of verse 5, but I'm going to start at 1. It says, from whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not ends even of your lusts that war in your members? You know, so even like certain contention, you come off of pride, and it's not like brothers, you know, say, oh, me want to be proud or whatever. It's just some spirits that come with a fight at times. And me can even from my experience, you know, just at the time here, can say sometimes it just stay good and some spirits will jump in like the fuck where this come from? You see me? And you try to think about it. There's no logical reason for this. You see me? Until spirit cut. So, oh shit. You know, so it's just spirits, right? The flesh show, we can't give in to it when them come with a fight. Right? It says, he lost and have not, he kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. He fight and war, yet he have not because he asks not. He asks and receive not because he asks amiss, that he may consume it upon your lust, because it's not really profitable for some things that we desire. It is all for the flesh, yo, and certain things, yo, thank God the most and give it. You see me? Right? Because what? You know, lead to destruction. But the flesh want it though, because it's nice for the flesh. You know, but see how sometimes you know to well with that, yo. You see me? Is what benefits for the spirit, for constant fight. It says the adulterers and adulteress, and as I said this, you know, for example, the flesh may lust after one, especially I'm seeing in wear clothes these days, you know. But whichever man, though the flesh lust after her, is it me? We have to pull ourselves and say, no, whichever man, what the fuck, the hell no. Right? And pull back, because people say, even a man who commit adultery, you destroy his own soul. But the flesh lust after it, same way, you know, and death. And more of a fight. It says, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whoso therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, do ye think that the scripture say it in vain? All right, so you think of the idol, the scripture idol when it said this? The spirit that dwelleth in us does it to envy? No, yo. It's basically giving us a warning. Say, hey, you have to fight. You know, fight. It says, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he said, Yahweh resist the proud, but he giveth grace unto the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to Yahweh. So I have to basically fight a good fight, right? It says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. So we have a fight. You know, these wicked, let me use word emotions or feelings at times, you know, and try to do the right thing. Will we do it all the time? Hell no. You know, Scripture said the creature was made subject to the vanity, you know. All right, but Scripture speaks about us, you know, the righteous man fought 7 times and get it back up. So that's a constant fight. You know, the fight is really not to never, ever, ever go off, which you know for that, but that's not possible, you know, or never fall. The fight is actually for once you drop, you get up back, you know, and try if you offend less, as it's saying, you know, offend less. He's never saying I'm gonna offend. You will offend, right? And so many times we find ourselves falling for the same shit more than once or more than twice, you know, but it's all about never giving up and constantly fighting. Because again, the fight is every single day of your life while you breathe. This is 1 Corinthians 9, verse 24. It says, Ye know not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. It's all about self-control. That's where temperate. If I should pull it up. It's temperate from the Greek.
Strong's G 1467. Ekratuomai. Ekratuomai.
Yeah, and it says to be self-controlled. It says continent. It says to exhibit self-government, conduct oneself temporarily. It says in a figure drawn from athletes who is preparing themselves for the games obtained from unwholesome food, wine, and sexual indulgence. I just did I think you don't know. Is it me? You had the Olympics. Is it me? And that leads to up a trend, so where some people have a party, some are sleeping in bed, right? Or do anything under the sun, them basically have a hope training, and they on specific diets and stuff for them can't have anything. And some even, as I said, abstain from sexual indulgence, which I already is it me? All right, and even wine. Right? Let me get the word self-control, which that literally just explain it, but I want to get it. Here. It says self-control. This is from Merriam-Webster. It says restraint exercised over one's own impulses, emotions, or desires. Right? So impulse, something we want to react to it. No, can't do that shit. That's wrong. Emotion, so you feel. So you may feel a type of way, but the scripture said be hungry and sin not. Right? Hungry is an emotion, or anger, should I say. It says our desires. So you might feel like you want something, or I feel like I'm having some sweets, and no, can't have that shit. You see me, that's not good for me. Right? And I said, sometimes it's a balance too. Because scripture said don't be righteous over much. Right? So don't think you can go strictly greens is in forever. It's good to, give in to the flesh sometimes so you can fight it more, because you just fight until you just drop off, you lose. Right? So let's go back to Corinthians. Here it is. So 1 Corinthians chapter 9 in reading back 25, it says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is tempered in all things. So self-control, because you want to receive the victory, right? It says, no, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown, we for salvation. Which ultimately will go and get a crown as we endure unto the end. We let men of the nation of Israel, 1 John 44,000. Scripture speaks about Yahushua literally crowning them. So we're not getting a medal. We're not a medal. It says, I therefore so run, let us uncertainly, so fight I, let us one that beateth the here. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. I remember when the elder brother Bosch actually going at this one time, keep under. I'm saying keep on them body, we get a Greek pronunciation.
Strong's G 5299. Hupopiazzo. Hupopiazzo.
It says to beat black and blue, smite so as to cause bruises and livid spots. Like a boxer, one's buffet his body handle it roughly, disciplined by hardships. So sometimes the body go on and say, no, you see me, and I get it. And you put it under strain as well, like, like for example, to be fit and healthy, you have to sweat, you have to lift some weights, do some activities, strain the body to build the muscles. Right? And at times, in order to learn, what you have to do. You have to study, sit up late at night, or wake up early in the morning, or set aside some time when you don't want to watch movie or so, to do some reading, to watch some documentaries or brothers' videos or whatever. Right? So it mean by to keep under, right? So it's like you force it, you use badness upon the body, not giving into its desire. Right? Keep under my body and bring it into subjection. So you basically think here, go back to slavery, Greek.
Strong's G 1396. Delagogeo. Delagogeo.
It's a Greek for subjection or keeping subjection. It says to lead away into captivity, claimed as one slave, to make a slave and to treat as a slave, that is, with severity, subject to stern and rigid discipline. That's how we're supposed to be, fighting against the flesh. Can't make you win. But if you win, we lose. Right? So if a fight, a good fight. It's a constant war between the flesh. Right? The only time we won't get rid of it, the fight won't stop is deliverance. As Paul spoke about the constant fight here, I have in the NLT, which I'm going to start at Romans 7. I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, but still the law itself is holy, and its commands are holy and right and good. But how can that be that the law, which is good, cause my death? Or of course not, sorry. Sin used what was good to bring about my condemnation to death. So we can see how terrible sin really is. It uses God's good commands for its own evil purposes. This is struggling with sin. It's a topic. It says, so the trouble is not with the law, but it is spiritual and good. The trouble is with me, for I am all too human, a slave to sin. I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. But if I know that what I am doing is wrong, this shows that I agree that the law is good. So we know one, you will know the right thing. But it's a struggle for me because we are fighting against the flesh. So I am not the one doing wrong. It is sin living in me that does it. And I know that nothing good lives in me, that is, in my sinful nature. I want to do what is right, but I can't. I want to do what is good, but I don't. I don't want to do what is wrong, but I do it anyway. Right? It says, but if I do what I don't want to do, I am not really the one doing wrong. It is sin living in me that does it. So that's it. All right, so that's about it. Let me stop. Yeah, 21 now. It says, I have discovered the principle of life, that when I want to do what is right, I inevitably do wrong, what is wrong. I love Yahweh's law with all my heart, but there is another power within me that is at war with my mind. This power makes me a slave to the sin that is still within me. So you know the right thing, I'm trying for the right thing, but no shit, it's just a fight, it's just a struggle. Why me I feel that way? Why me I have the desire for the wickedness when we know we don't want to do it? I have to be lazy. I want the lesson. Where's trend there? Oh, sleep. Fuck that. Easy me. Constant fight. And you might now give 21 million reasons why you can't really listen today. It says, oh, what a miserable person I am. Who will free me from this life that is dominated by sin and death? Thank Yahweh. The answer is in Yahweh Mashiach, our Lord. So you see how it is in my mind. I really want to obey Yahweh's law, but because of my sinful nature, I am a slave to sin. Right? That's the struggle. Right? Last precept I have written here. So I can add it. 2 Ezra 7:57 says that, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. And this fight is basically, right, to basically fight against the flesh, put up a resistance. And don't throw in the towel. Just say, it's like that, I can't win. Every day I have to fight and do the same thing. Dwell with it. It says, for this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life, that thou mayest live. Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him. No, nor me which have spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. And because even you hear the common man say, yo, you better me do evil right now, better me rob and kill and thief, or go scam, same as thief, because doing the right thing is a struggle, it's a fight. But that's the fight, that's the struggle. To fight to do the right thing is going to be, as Scripture say, what? Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, but narrow is the way that leadeth unto life. Only few there be that go in there at. Only few have the integrity. Well, it's all the way that the Most High. Is if you endure, if you constantly fight, knowing that, hey, it's a struggle, but it's to do the right things, and so be it. When it's laid back and it's given into the flesh and the wickedness. All right, so with that, hope this is edifying to you like out there. And I want to give all praises once more to Ahoy, how about Shem Shai, about Shem Kakodash. The honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the full leg. Shalom.